this week we told you about local property dispute in Camel that's raising questions about city zoning rules. One neighbor plans to build a fence so close to another's driveway, making the driveway hard to use. So this morning, we're diving into what is the law when it comes to fences and property lines. Of course, we have attorney Dave Betras here. For Legally Speaking, he's breaking it all down.
Good morning. How are
Dave.
you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Before we start, I have to tease the young guns in my office, Jim Melfi and Frank Cassis. You'd think they know I can't take vacations. They know weekends during boating season are very important to me. You think one of them would say, hey, Dave, take a Friday off. We'll do it for you. And they don't do it because they say they need their beauty sleep.
Oh.
And then we have two young guns coming up behind them. So we're going to have a couple more lawyers in a couple more years. So,
all right.
So I just thought, you know, I have to do all the yeoman's work. I have to teach them everything they know, but I didn't teach them everything I know. Now, getting to property questions.
Yes.
All right, this is very important. So there are regulations about how close you could build a fence, so they should check the zoning laws. Mm-hmm. Now, what I want to tell people out there is a concept in the law called adverse possession. What is adverse possession? Now, I haven't had an adverse possession case in almost 40 years of practicing law.
Okay.
But here's what adverse possession is. If you occupy someone's property, open, continuous, exclusive, adverse, and notorious, for 30 years or 20 years, it depends on the state, you own that property.
Oh.
So if someone's squatting on your property and they're doing it adversely to you, you need to kick them off your land. Now, what this landowner needs to do is do something that prevents her neighbor. It looks like they're having a dispute over where the property line is.
Yes.
There are certified land surveyors out there that will come out and give you a certified survey, like where your property ends and where theirs begins, okay? And then you have to go check the zoning laws. Some say you can't build something within so many feet of your neighbor's property.
Okay, that's key.
That's key,
yeah.
Okay? And if they are going to build a fence and it prevents you from getting in your driveway, then they are, in a sense, encroaching on your land, and you could probably go to court. Now, if someone is on your property and they won't get off your property, okay, you need to file something. But I want to tell people out there, people especially in rural communities, you know, if someone's using your land and they're doing it and you're not doing anything about it, after so many years, they can go to court, file what's called an adverse possession action, and actually take that land from you. It comes from medieval times, believe it or not. Most of our property laws come from medieval England, believe it or not, and we use words like the rule in Shelley's case, the rule against perpetuities, fee simple determinables, springing executory interests, fee simple subject to reverters. These are all medieval terms, and so it's pretty wild, our property laws.
Well, look at that, and I think that, you know, as you mentioned, if it is their land that they're building on, maybe there's a distance that they have to have before, you know, putting a fence so close to their neighbor's driveway where it can hinder them getting in or out, even if it is their land.
There are many zoning laws out there that don't let you put fences in, or have regulations regarding fences, or say fences got to be within so many feet. So first, what that person should do is get a certified surveyor to come out and actually mark where their property lines are. Then check with the zoning as to whether or not, like most places I know, do not let you put a fence in your front yard. And it looked like they were about to put a fence in the front yard. So you might want to check that out. So there's a little bit of property law, medieval law. Today's Donut Day.
It is.
And Rafe at the Landmark, he's got a new manager, by the way, Craig. And for those of you that know, Craig is a superstar. And Rafe, look at that.
Beautiful.
Look at that Landmark. I'm going to go eat some of that as soon as I leave here.
Well, happy National
Jimmy
Donut
gets nothing because, you know, I don't take vacations. Weekends are my time, and it's 80 degrees during the week. Friday comes, rain. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 80 degrees again.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dave.
I know.
Thanks for the donuts.
You're
we
welcome.
Love seeing you in studio.